make your hidden secret cookies, you will need a cookie sheet, cookie dough that you can either make yourself, or if you're like me and want to take a kind of a quick cheat, use pre-made sugar cookie dough from Pillsbury. If you do this though, you're going to need to add some flour, so make sure you have at least a cup of flour on hand. You'll want a cookie cutter and a smaller cookie cutter or something to be able to cut out the middle of your cookies. You will need some form of rolling pin, and finally you'll want some frosting, and you'll see why. Preheat your oven to 350. Once you have your cookie dough made, or if you're like me and using the pre-made dough, separate the dough into about half a portion. On a clean surface, pour out about a half cup of flour. You're going to knead this into your dough. Once you've kneaded in most of the flour, it's time to roll out your dough. Once you've rolled out your dough to a desired thickness, it's time to cut your cookie shapes. Place your cut-out cookies on the cookie sheet. Then stick your cookies into the fridge for about 15 to 30 minutes to chill. This is especially important if you're using the pre-made dough, because this will allow the cookies to retain their shape better. For your insides, you're going to want to make more of those cutout cookies with an added step. Taking a smaller cookie cutter, you're going to hollow out the inside of each cookie. Once your cookies are chilled, remove them from the fridge. Then place your cookies in the oven. Set your cookies to bake for 12 minutes. While your cookies are baking, place the hollowed out shell versions into the fridge for chilling. Check on your cookies. Even if the timer hasn't gone off, if they're starting to get brown around the edges, they're likely ready to come out of the oven. Place your cookies on a cooling rack or a plate and allow them to cool. Place your hollowed out shell cookies into the oven for baking. Set the timer for 8 minutes. Remove the cookies from the oven. Set the shells aside to cool. Now it's time to assemble your hidden secret cookies. Flip over the shell and apply frosting to the backside. Once you have the entire backside covered in frosting, place it down onto the bottom cookie. And then just kind of press it down to make sure it sticks. Then repeat the frosting step, but this time apply it to the front side of the shell. Once you have the frosting applied to the outer side of the shell, it's time to add your surprise. Don't overstuff it. You need to be kind of level, because then you're going to apply the top cookie. Once the top cookie is set, voila, you have your hidden secret cookie ready to go. Repeat these steps with the other cookies and remaining shells, and then serve them up for a fun surprise inside. And there you have it, a plate full of hidden secret cookies, ready to serve up for Mystery Week of Teen Summer Reading 2020. I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Tasty at Home. Be sure to join us again next Friday for another great recipe based on that week's theme. You can find this information on what's happening at strictlylibrary.org or by signing up for summer reading at www.tiny.cc/SPL TSR20. Have a great weekend.